Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd be hard-pressed, Peter, to find a defensive midfielder better than Wilfred Ndidi. His defensive numbers have been amongst the best in Europe's top leagues, and I just love his attitude, his determination, his dedication, and his decision-making. He knows exactly what to do and when. A real unsung hero.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Under. Oh, now here's an interesting match. Rashica! He's got away with one there. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Couldn't squeeze it through. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, super ball. Big chance! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Drives it in. Destanoglu deals with that nice and simple. Yilmaz looking for the run. Threads one in.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Kukçu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Morata. Knocks it into space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Kukçu. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Now it's Morata. Rashica. Yilmaz. And the pass is intercepted. Paz. Now it's Morata. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! And the ball takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
And it's Silva. And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Morata. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries to pass it through. Kukçu. Defending was strong and firm. Under. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Sergio Roberto.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Sergio Roberto. Posh. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kukçu. For Rashica. Plays a sharp little ball here. Udokai does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? Rafa Silva receives it in a wide position. He's shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Kukçu with the short one.
There will be
Como
1 minute
are
added
looking
time.
to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Ndidi. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello everybody, and
Besiktas
please join me in
currently
wishing a
behind
happy
by
wedding
1-0 to
anniversary
0
to
at the
Whiteout
break.
Fan Club members.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Besiktas can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
No, that's been intercepted.
Morata really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Jallo calmly anticipates.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Lovely pass. He'll try from distance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ambitious ball here. Now he's got space here. And this is Morata. And he was alert to it. Rashica. And it's Kukçu. Besiktas do have a chance to counter here. Under. Oh, he's been caught napping.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's on it, can he get away? Besiktas still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after... He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking to widen the gap even further here. He's having a go. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they're back on the ball again. And it's lofted through here. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Kukçu. Good ball, good take. He is starved of space and time. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents are...
It's Morata! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now, this could be a chance. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Yilmaz. Kukçu. Just about up to 75 minutes. Some resolute defending there. it through, and he's cut it out. Under going face-to-face with his great rival. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, important interception. That's going to go a long way. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution for Besiktas.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 27, Rafa Silva. Number 11,
And it's
Under.
Baturina
Number 7,
looking to play him in.
coming on the field.
Thiago
Number
Jalo.
26,
They've got to make this
Number
nice and
9,
quick.
Tammy Abraham. Number 17,
Dink through.
Number 52.
Baturina deals with that
Taking
comfortably.
place.
Can he spark a counter here? He's picked his way through. That's a good run down the left. Spread neatly.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Como clearly now in lead preservation mode. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, good read. Sergio Roberto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, what a ball!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Deftly away. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that
Hello
will
everybody,
make them
and
suffer.
This is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll
What are
be
your
able
thoughts
to
on
catch
today's game then,
match
Jim?
Well,
broadcast
Peter,
live
I
on
really
F1's
couldn't see what
FM
this...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Sergio Roberto, scored one of the most memorable goals in recent European history and delivered the decisive blow in one of football's greatest miracles. And to be honest, Peter, it couldn't have happened to a better player in my view. For all the work he puts in without complaining, he really does keep his head down.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Ndidi. He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ndidi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ndidi. Oh, they can break here. Baturina. Quarter of an hour played. Besiktas so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kukçu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Rafa Silva going forward.
This is the time you need that pace. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ndidi. Baturina. He can run onto that. Morata. Morata! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Yilmaz.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Rafa Silva. Driving forward. And it's Baturina. Dink through, and he's in. Uncanny finish! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Como are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking. Tries to pass it through. It's Morata! Oh, it's come loose. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Morata! Big chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A case now of complete control. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Great vision. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he plays one through. Morata gets into a good position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's played it back. Abraham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And now
so that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Besiktas, number 5, Ndidi.
So we're off
Coming
again.
on the field is
Besiktas
number 9.
changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Rashica. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Baturina powering forward here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Morata. Oh, that was vital. Nicely spread. Besiktas different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Kukçu. And here's Abraham. That has not gone well. That's a sharp pass. Chance here to counter. Kukçu. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, what a mistake! He might be in here! Oh, great chance! Real chance! Well taken goal. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Morata. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Besiktas are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. No, it's Morata. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Terrific save by Deshtanoglu. And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.